everyone. In our previous video we have seen how to write a program based on the classes and objects, and we have written some of the programs. In today's class also let us write some more programs with some different concepts. So first topic will be to create multiple objects for a single class. Let us write a program to create multiple objects for a single class. We have written some programs previously. In that what we have done is we have written or else we have created only one object for one class. Now in this particular video we will try to create multiple objects for a single class. The example is, let us consider the example of the class that is called as a car. So the name of the class is car. So what I will do is I will create an object that is called as Swift. Swift is an object of kind car, and I will create another object Innova. Innova is also an object of the kind car. Okay, like this what we will do is we will write a program and we will create a class and we will create multiple objects for a single class, and we will try to access the functions by making use of the multiple objects. Now I will write a simple program, okay, and whatever the programs that was given to you previously, the same program, what you have to do is you have to write or else you have to create multiple objects for the same concept of the programs which is been written previously. Okay, now I will write a program to add two numbers, and in this particular program I will be creating multiple objects. So the first thing is hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h. Okay, I will create a class. Whenever you are creating a class, the keyword needs to be class followed by the class name. So I will create a class with the name add. Okay, once after that you have to open the bracket and you have to make use of two access specifiers. Many of the students what they have done is just they have written private. After private you need to make use of the colon. Okay, in the private section you have to declare the variables which you are using. So for adding of two numbers I require three variables. I will declare that a, b and then sum. Okay, now the private part is over. Next, coming to the public section. Again public, once after you write the public you need to make use of the colon. Okay, so I have told you in our previous video that is all the programs requires three stages. One is input, the second one is the processing, and the third one is the output. Now firstly what we will do is we will write the input function. So I will create a function that is called as input, void input. Void is the return type, the name of the function is input. Once after that you should not make use of the semicolon over here. Many of the students have repeated that mistake, so you should not use the semicolon over here. Okay, next void input. So I will write a statement cout enter two numbers. Okay, now I have to read the input variables. The input variables are a and b. So I will read it by making use of the input statement, that is C in a and then b. Now the input function is over. So I have read the input values. Next I have to do the processing. So I will create another one function void calculate. Okay, void is again the return type. Calculate is nothing but the name of the function. So here what I have to do, I have to process. Process is nothing but the function what you are performing over here. You are adding the two numbers. So I am adding the two numbers a and then b. The result is stored in another variable that is called as sum. Next I am closing it by making use of the semicolon, and then I am closing this particular function. Now what happened is I have done the input function and I have written the code for the processing. Next what you have to do, you have to display the output. For displaying the output I have to write another one function, again void display, or else you can write void output or else void display. The function name can be anything. Next what I am doing is see out the result is equal to sum. Okay, now I have written the input function, processing, and then the output function. Now the class is been completed, all the class part is been completed. Next I have to close the class. For closing the class you need to make use of the bracket and then followed by the semicolon. The class part is over. Next you have to go for the main function. So void main. Okay, in the void main, firstly what I have to do is I have to create an object. For creating the object, the syntax is class name followed by the object name. Here the name of the class is add. So I want to create an object. Add A1. I will create one object. I have told you in the beginning of this particular video, that is, we will be creating multiple objects. Okay. So I have told you, I have given you the example, that is car, Swift, and then Innova. Here also I want to create multiple objects. So what I am doing is I am creating another one object. I will create another one object, that is called as A2. So you have to separate the two objects by making use of the comma operator. Like this, you can create any number of objects. You can take this particular example also. You can declare multiple variables in a single statement. Same way, you can create multiple objects for a single class. Okay. Now I have created two objects. The objects are A1 and then A2. Next, what I have to do? I have to call these functions by making use of this object. Whenever you want to call the functions by making use of the object, you need to make use of the dot operator. So, by making use of the first object, I will call all these functions. That is A1 dot, the first function is input. A1 dot input. The second function is calculate. So again I will call it A1 dot calculate. Okay. Next, the third function is display. So I will call this function also A1 dot display. Okay. Now I have called all these functions by making use of the first object. Next thing is, you can call the same functions by making use of the second object also. So what I will do? I will make use of the second object. Second object is A2. A2 dot input. Next, the second function is calculate. So I am calling it A2 dot calculate. And then I will call the third function, that is called as display. That is A2 dot display. Okay. Now I have called the function. So the last statement will be get ch, and then I am closing this main function. So this is how exactly you can write a program by making use of the classes and objects, and this particular class consists of the multiple objects. Now let us see how exactly this particular function gets executed, or else this particular program gets executed, and what will be the output for this particular program. Now when this particular program executes, what happens is this statement executes first. So A1 dot input will be executed. When A1 dot input is called, or else it gets called, what happens is the control gets transferred to this particular function. In this function you have this particular statement. You will get it on the screen, that is enter two numbers. Okay. Now I will enter two numbers, that is 10 and then 20. So 10 gets stored in A and 20 gets stored in B. So the value of A is 10 and the value of B is 20. Next, what happens? You will call the next function, that is called as calculate. A1 dot calculate. So what happens? The control gets transferred to this particular function. In this function you have this particular statement, that is sum is equal to A plus B. Okay. So sum is equal to A plus B in the sense the value of A is 10 and the value of B is 20. So what happens is 10 and 20 gets added and the result gets stored in the variable that is called as sum. Now the value of the variable sum is 30. Okay. Next, what happens is you will call the third function, that is called as A1 dot display. So the control gets transferred to this particular function. This function gets executed. Here you have only one statement, that is you will get the output, that is the result is equal to sum. The value of the sum according to the given input is 30. So we will get the output as 30. So the first output will be the result is equal to 30 will be the first output. Next, what happens? A2 dot input. You are calling the same function again, A2 dot input. So what happens is again the input function gets executed. Again you will get the same statement on the screen, that is enter the two numbers. Enter two numbers will appear again on the screen. So you will enter some values like 20 and then 40. 20 gets stored in A and 40 gets stored in B. Okay. Now the value of A is 20 and the value of B is 40. So next what happens is we will call the next function. The next function gets executed, that is A2 dot calculate. In A2 dot calculate you have this particular statement, that is sum is equal to A plus B. According to the given input, the value of A will be 20 and the value of B will be 40. So 20 plus 40. Okay, it gets added and the result gets stored in the variable that is called as sum. Now 20 plus 40 is nothing but 60. This 60 gets stored in the variable that is called as sum. Next again, we will call the next function that is called as A2 dot display. Okay, when A2 dot display is called, what happens is this function gets executed. When you execute this particular function, what happens is this particular statement gets executed, that is you will get the output on the screen, that is the result is equal to 60. The result is equal to sum, but the value that is stored in the variable sum is 60. So you will get two outputs because you have created two objects and you are calling the function twice. You will be getting two input statements and two output statements. You can call this particular three functions, okay, any number of times by creating multiple objects like A3, A4, A5, like this. You can create any number of objects for a single class, and by making use of multiple objects you can call all the functions that is present in the class. Okay, this is how exactly you can create the multiple objects for a single class, and then you can call all the functions that is present in the class by making use of the multiple objects. Okay, so this is the concept what we are discussing today, that is how to create the multiple objects for a single class and how to call the functions that is present in the class by making use of the multiple objects. Okay, every time when you create the multiple objects, you have to separate those objects by making use of the comma operator. At the end you need to make use of the semicolon, and whenever you are calling these functions you need to make use of the dot operator. Okay, this is the concept. Now let us move to our next concept that will be discussed in our next video. Okay, the thing is you can define the member functions inside the class as well as outside the class. As I told you, the class will be consisting of the data members and then the member functions. These member functions, in this particular class you have three member functions, that is input, calculate and then display. These member function can be defined inside the class and outside the class also. This is a program in which you are defining in the sense you are giving the definition for the class within the class in the sense within the class definition you are creating the member function as well as defining the member function also. You can define the member function outside the class also. That can be done by making use of a concept or else by making use of the operator that is called as the scope resolution operator. So the scope resolution operator enables the user to define the member function outside the class. Okay, that will be discussed in our next video. Now your assignment will be the previous programs, whatever the previous program that is being given, that is to calculate area of rectangle and to calculate the area of triangle. These were the programs that were given. So in that program what you have done is you have made use of a single object. Now what you have to do is you have to write the program, okay, but the thing is you have to create two objects for single class, and then you have to call all the functions twice. Okay, this is the thing, you have to write it and you have to send it to my number. I will evaluate it and then I will rectify your errors and I will send it to you back. Okay, thank you everyone.